The LA Clippers' journey toward genuine championship contention remains thwarted by a critical problem they've brought upon themselves. The 2024-25 season boldly asked the NBA a provocative question. Can a team have too much talent focused on one style of play? The Clippers' heavy dependence on isolation basketball suggests the answer might be yes. This approach, once justified by their perceived shot-making abilities, is now proving inefficient and counterproductive. Looking ahead to the 2025-26 season, the Clippers face a pressing need for a philosophical overhaul. To heal this self-inflicted wound, they must shift their strategy significantly, moving away from excessive isolation sets and instead prioritizing ball movement. This adjustment could unlock a more balanced, fluid offense that leverages spacing and shared creativity rather than relying on one-on-one play. Throughout the 2024-25 campaign, the Clippers led the NBA in isolation possessions per game, as well as the frequency of isolation plays. On paper, they even topped the league in points scored through such possessions, which might seem like a positive stat. However, this success was superficial. When you dig deeper, the Clippers shot a dismal 38.8% on isolation plays, ranking them 24th out of 30 teams. That inefficiency reveals the flaws in relying so heavily on isolation offense. It's important to consider injuries here. Key players miss significant time. Kawhi Leonard's 45-game absence and Norman Powell's 22 games out undoubtedly affected the team's rhythm and execution. Had the roster been fully healthy, the Clippers' isolation efficiency might have shown improvement. Still, the fundamental problem remains. They leaned too heavily on a strategy that, while seemingly logical due to their talent, backfires when used to excess without varied tactics. Breaking it down by shooters. Among players who participated in at least 60 games, 5 Clippers shot 35.2% or better from beyond the arc, including Nicolas Batum, Norman Powell, and Amir Coffey, all shooting 40.9% or higher. Add to that mid-season acquisition Bogdan Bogdanović, a career 38.2% three-point shooter, and Leonard himself at 39.2%, and you see a team boasting solid perimeter skills. The Clippers didn't stop there. Their active offseason brought in 4 veteran sharpshooters, Bradley Beal, John Collins, Brook Lopez, and Chris Paul, who are all reliable for long range. This infusion of proven shooters should, in theory, enhance the team's spacing and long-distance efficiency. Yet, here lies the paradox. Despite these additions, the Clippers' offensive design still demands a fundamental shift. In 2024-25, LA was last in the lead for catch-and-shoot three-point attempts, with just 19.8 per game, remarkably lower than the next lowest at 21.9. Paradoxically, they ranked 3rd in the NBA for catch-and-shoot three-point shooting percentage. This contrast highlights a glaring missed opportunity. They have the shooters and the accuracy, but are not utilizing these strengths enough. This is where the Clippers' strategy becomes painfully self-defeating. Instead of maximizing their catch-and-shoot chances to create easier, more efficient baskets, they overcommit to isolation plays, complicating their offense unnecessarily. Even losing shooters such as Batum, Coffey, and Powell, the Clippers still have ample floor spacing talent, capable of elevating their offensive game to elite levels. Embracing more ball movement and catch-and-shoot opportunities would not only simplify their offensive execution, but also open more lanes for driving to the basket. Players like Leonard and Paul's prowess in mid-range scoring could thrive as a result, turning the Clippers into a more dynamic, harder-to-defend team. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that isolation plays are essential for stars like Leonard to carry the team under pressure. Still, Can a team truly contend by relying so heavily on an inefficient and isolation-centric style? Without rebalancing, the Clippers risk repeatedly falling short against the league's top contenders. So what do you think? Is doubling down on isolation a fatal flaw for the Clippers? Or are they simply misunderstood masters of a high-risk strategy? Does adding shooters automatically fix the problem? Or is a deeper mindset change required? Share your thoughts, because this debate is far from over.